Thank you all very much. Whoops. Yeah. Thank you. This is very exciting. And we are now going to elect the next President of the United States, Barack Obama, and the next Vice President of the United States.
Yes.
Let me just, first of all, I want to thank Val for doing such a wonderful job as chair of the API caucus for all this time. Really.
Yes, Val.
Val.
I also want to thank Mike Honda. Mike Honda has really worked very hard. And
Yeah.
Vice Chairman. Now, I'll just tell you a quick story, although it doesn't have so much to do with Asian American Pacific Islander politics. It shows what kind of a person Mike Honda is. My days are a little busy these times, and I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 meetings so far. This is my 7th. And I was at the Minnesota delegation earlier this morning.
Yeah.
And as I was leaving, a young woman came running out and got a T-shirt for me to sign and so forth. And she is a Native American. And she said, "Do you remember when I saw you in Minnesota and so forth and so?" Actually, this might have been the Washington one. I'm getting them all confused now. But anyway, she came running out and said, "You know, I finally ran for delegate, and I got elected. And the reason I did is because I met Mike Honda, and he said you should definitely run, and he helped me how to run." So it's great to have a vice chair who will get involved and then start recruiting people to run. You know, this is an extraordinary party that we have here. I don't know how many of you have seen, I'm not accustomed to shilling for the press, but I don't know how many of you have seen USA Today this morning. If you get a chance to look at it, the headlines of USA Today, it has a breakdown of the ethnic origins of our delegates. Our convention looks like America. It looks just like America.
Right.
And the most interesting thing is as the makeup of America changes, the makeup of the Democratic Party and the delegates here change. So I would urge you, I don't often cite press, but I would urge you to read that article because it really is a fascinating article. And I'm so proud of our party for being able to make that change. You know, people resist change. That's just our nature, is to resist change. And to have a party that is open enough so that when the country changes, the party is right there changing with it. That is why we're going to win in November. Now, I just want to say one other thing. Barack Obama and Joe Biden are not going to win this. I'm not going to win this. And Belle, wonderful she is not going to win this. You're going to win this.
Yes.
You're going to win this. And I'm not kidding. We're going to win this by grassroots work. That is how it's going to happen. We're going to win this by your talking with your neighbors in all the states, especially the states that have big Obama operations in them. The state parties have this group called the Neighborhood Volunteers Program, or Neighbor to Neighbor, some of them call it. We're going to ask you to knock on 40 doors 4 times between now and the election. That's all we ask, 40 doors, but repeat it. Because the repeat and the personal relationship is what makes it possible to get people out to vote. You have more power than Rush Limbaugh and Barack Obama and all those people than if you're talking to the people that you personally have a relationship and get them out to vote. And I know that this person I'm about to say hello to is about to be introduced, one of the great stars of the Democratic Party, the Veterans Commissioner in the state of Illinois, Tammy Duckworth, is now.
Yay!
I actually campaigned for her when she was running for Congress, and so I really like her a lot. So I had to say hello. All right, so let me just fold this up because I know Tammy's going to speak and so forth. But we need you to do a couple of things. First of all, we need you to be out knocking on doors and organizing with the Obama people in the state party. Secondly, especially for AAPI folks, we need you to register people to vote. They are as significant. This is a growing, very fast-growing part of the Democratic Party. And of course, the Republicans are daily pushing as many Asian American Pacific Islanders into the Democratic Party as they can with all their, anti-immigration rhetoric and the Patriot Act and all that kind of stuff. But there are a lot of folks out there who could register to vote, but who aren't. And there's some, although it's probably too late now, there's also some people who could be citizens that aren't.
Right.
So we really need to focus on making sure folks are registered to vote. And then, and our targets, frankly, we're going to win this by registering more people to vote. That's how we win.
Yeah.
There have been great groups that have done register to vote before, but then the problem is you register to vote, but you got to get them to vote. Now we have a tremendous nationwide voter file that will track everybody that you get in the files. We'll know where they are, and we can get them to register to vote. I mean, we can get them out to vote, but we've got to have the manpower and the woman power to go out and knock on those doors and do it. And the last thing I want to say is this. You know, the Republicans specialize in trying to get people not to vote. The Republicans think the lower the turnout, the better it is. Maybe it's good for them, but it's not very good for the country. We need, and so they have all these little tricks on election day. You know, they show up, they intimidate people, they tell people where the polls are and it's the wrong place, all this kind of stuff. We need you to get folks not just to register to vote, but to vote early. Absentee ballots, early voting. Most states now you can go down to the town clerk or the county board of elections and vote there. That is money in the bank. That is a vote in the bank. All that last minute stuff that they put out, the lies they put out in the last 2 days to when they know that nobody can do anything about it to try to get people not to vote. The intimidation squads they send out to tell people they don't really have the right to vote. They better watch out because the immigration people are right around the corner. And you can do away with all that. You know, most of these voter ID laws that the Republicans passed, they make it easier to vote absentee because historically more Republicans vote absentee than Democrats. Well, we need to vote absentee. We need to vote early. We need to vote early. We need to get our folks registered to vote and get them to vote early. This is our election to win or to lose. Americans want change. Barack Obama and Joe Biden are change, but we need to allow Americans to speak their voice and speak their minds. And that way to do that is to vote. We need you. This is the group of people who worked hard, who understand the process, who got yourself elected, spent money, showed up in Denver. We're going to have a great 4 days. When we get home, you all need to take a 30-minute nap, and then we're going to go to